Hi, I'm Danny Brave,
Hi, I'm Taina Lyons.
and we are just making a little video to invite you to our Inner Child Play Shop, which is going to be on Sunday, September 22nd at Nine Mountain Retreat Center. And yeah, we just wanted to talk a little bit about inner child healing and why we want to offer this work. So I can go first. Yeah, inner child healing, just has totally changed my life. It's something that I've personally practiced and that I've practiced on clients for years. And there's just so much creative expression and truth telling and emotional release. And I just feel like our child selves, which are always a part of us, brings just so much richness and gifts to our beingness and to our lives. There's really like a soul retrieval quality. I feel like I was walking around my life and I felt disembodied, and I just kind of felt like I was missing. And I started doing inner child meditations, talking to my inner child, looking in the mirror, and just connecting to that part of myself. And I I feel like I found so much of who I am and my soul, and that gave me the knowledge and the embodiment of self that I was looking for. And I see that same thing happen doing this work with other people. So yeah. Why are you offering this
Yeah,
workshop?
thanks, Danny. I'm honored to be offering this with Danny and on this journey with Danny. This is growing partly out of my own healing journey and work that I have done with people in counseling, and I feel personally that the wounds and the hurts and that which didn't happen in childhood created so much grief and so much triggers and so much pain that it was hard for me, and I'm still working on this, to feel that I could arrive in adulthood and be in my purpose and seated in my soul enough to really bring what it is that I have the capacity to bring in this lifetime. So going down those pathways of grief and pain and fear can be very terrifying sometimes, because the child had humongous feeling about life that often wasn't met, held, seen, supported, or healed at the time. So I feel so privileged in my lifetime to be able to have the space and the safety and the support and the guidance to find a way to go back and resolve some of these things, and then create a container as an adult that can be with that younger part and
Yes.
really move forward and really come into myself here and now, and not be time traveling so much.
Yeah, I almost
Yeah.
think of it, thank you for sharing that. And yeah, I almost think of it as if your life is like this, if your path or your being is this line, or this string, where the child didn't get to express themselves, where your inner child didn't get to, or got yelled at or something like that. It's like there's these knots that are choking off the energy of true soul self to be flowing through. So yeah, it's just such a beautiful thing. And I also want to share that our friend and colleague Sue Eaton is also, who's just the most magical fairy godmother, has been working with children and parents, and really creating such joyful, playful containers for many, many years, is also not present in this video, but is going to be holding space. Yeah, and Sue, we're so excited to have you. And yeah, I think this is just as much about inner parent healing too, as it is about inner child healing, because like the inner parent, I have found the inner parent is also wounded, because if your parents or caregivers didn't quite do their job, um, or allow you to feel safe, it's like that is the only template that you had of what it is to be a parent. So then you're parenting yourself also from a wounded paradigm, from both your parents' wounded parent self and wounded inner child self a lot of the time, or at least I was, like, at least I was. So yeah, it's such deep work, and to actually, we're also going to take the time to be carving out these neural pathways and really, really choosing the words and the language very, very specifically that we're going to be talking to our child self from, getting really, being really loving and really specific about those thoughts and words that go towards the child self internally. So,
Yeah. And I just want to say that this kind of work and journey is so worth it.
yeah.
The investment in yourself, even if you think of the money investment as opposed to how much we spend paying for coping, all the
Oh
coping
my God.
behaviors that really are just it. I mean, and the value of the unlocking of your life force and the magic and the real true beauty of being present with one's own life is so valuable. So I just really invite you to think about that, to feel, maybe first you just feel your grief about it, and then your excitement maybe that there's so much possibility in this lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's really a container where like everything is welcome, and there's going to be as much space for like grief and like trauma resilience. And we're also, by the way, going to do everything in our power to have, I'm competing with this, what are those things called?
What?
the like lawnmower
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
It's a weed
yeah.
whacker. I'm competing with the weed whacker, but to have just a safe container and to really set the parameters, but to have as much space in the workshop for as the darkness as we do for the light, as much for the healing as we do for the play.
Yeah. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, and healing, healing can be playful, and playfulness can be healing. So, yeah.
Yay.
Yay!
Please come,
Yeah, come.
and reach out if you have any questions
Yes.
to Danny Brave or myself.
Yeah, feel free to PM us, carrier pigeon, email, whatever. Any way you can find us. And we'll put that information above or below, depending on the platform. And yeah, hope to see you there. Bye.
Bye.